Day number 27. Oh my lord. Like, it's crazy to think back, and it's almost been 4 weeks. Um like, my goodness. It's what day is it? March 11th. It's a little late, a little later than I like to do these videos, but like, it's been a great day. I get to spend the weekend with my lovely girlfriend, who just she really lights my fire. Like, um yeah, I'm so humbled. I'm so humbled to be where I am today, like, even just mentally. Like, I made sure to not kind of depend on anybody, or like seek validation from any external sources. And I that's basically what addiction is kind of validating negative feelings. And just like I said, it's really just fear-based existence. Like, you need to kind of approach these these huge life changes. Like, there's no doubt about it. My life has been not turned upside down, but like, I've really taken ownership of every aspect. I believe, I feel that I'm actually taking control, most of all, of my thought process, and that is essentially the underlying theme of recovery, of coming to terms with not so much mistakes of the past, but just allowing myself to believe that if I knew better before, then I would have done better, and to apply those lessons. Like, nothing was in vain. Like, nothing, even the dark moments of my life, like, they all built up to this moment of absolute fucking power. I feel so powerful, and not in like an ultimate kind of, not in like a sense that I made it to the top. Like, I understand, like, the mountain is me. Like, there is no top of this thing. I am the mountain that I'm climbing, and like, I will continue to like climb these fucking peaks. Yeah, because there is no finish line. There is no top. There is no peak. Once I plateau, then I feel that I've got the support around me to kind of provoke growth, provoke the change. And part of that is accountability, holding myself accountable with these videos, and with the value that I want to add to the world. Like, I mean, this is a higher calling. It's not just me. This is not just like fucking 4 weeks worth of recovery and then boom, I made it. This is a 2023 thing that is going to change my life. Wow, yeah, no, this is life-changing shit. This is ground level fucking, I'm building a launch pad, I think. It feels like I'm onto something here. So like 28 days, I think that'll be good for the quitting cannabis flavor. And I'm going to switch from more of a recovery into a growth phase. I think that's accurate. I think that's fair. And just make it more about a human, like a collective human experience. Like I think I have a lot more to offer than just like overcoming substance abuse, and not to shed like a small light on that, because it's absolutely huge. But like, once you start turning these stones over, you just climb the ladder, man. And like, you got to welcome the challenge of the unknown. You got to step into the darkness. Like, really, there is no finish line. There is no going back. There's no surrender, no retreat. Yeah, I want to be somebody to believe in. Even for me, like, I want to look at myself in the mirror and be like, yeah, I'm fucking doing everything that I can, so that when I wake up one day and I'm not able to do the things that I know I should do, that I can be satisfied with the effort that I put in when I was capable, when I was healthy. Like, one day my health might fail. Like, who knows what's really going to happen? But I think that brings me to the major point that really underscores everything the past 4 weeks has not taught me, but the moral of this whole fucking story is to be present. To be present in the moment of right now, of not living in the past, but kind of trusting yourself enough to apply the lessons that you've learned. Those dark nights where you were crying by yourself and just like total despair. And using the knowledge that you've gained through that, through the shit storms, like just apply it to the moment right now. And not to project it into the future. It's easier said than done, obviously, but just remember why you started down this road and write it down. Like when I quit, I wrote down why I wanted to quit, or like the benefits of quitting versus the benefits of continuing. And like it was fucking lopsided. Like it illustrated to me that it was basically time for me to just fucking make better choices. Because choices make habits, and like habits form our life essentially. Like I talked about like little baby steps, and the baby steps are these habits, and they all start with little choices, and choices always happen right now. Like and it's all relative. Like right now is in the past. Like, you know what I mean? It's all relative. But to be grounded and to I literally just said don't surrender, but you almost have to let go. You have to surrender yourself to love, essentially. You need to give up the self-image that you've held of yourself. Give up the concern and fear of being judged. Give up the fear of failure. And just step into a realm of love and trust in your own choice, in your own outlook. That's pretty powerful stuff. If you can kind of look inward and question your own motivations of why you do what you do, and how you feel, why you feel it, and maybe there's a better way. Like maybe there's a smaller, more positive choice you can start with. And like I'll relate it to ultra marathons. Like I aspire to run 200-mile event in this September, which is in about 7 months. But 4 years ago, I literally could not run one continuous kilometer. I had to walk 1 kilometer, and that started with stepping out the door. It started with putting on my shoes with the intent of stepping out the door, because honestly, it all starts with a choice. It starts with a decision to want to be better. And to keep showing up. Like, you got to keep showing up and taking these small steps, and step by step. Like I fucking conquered 1 kilometer, and then 5K, and then 10K, and then like half. Man, I train. It's so fucked up. Like earlier today, I casually ran 21 kilometers, a half marathon, and like tomorrow I intend on doing it again. Like fuck it. Like. And that seems like base level now. And you know what? 4 years ago, I probably would have been like, I wouldn't have thought you crazy, but it would have been impossible for me to kind of picture that. Like I might have believed that. No, I don't even think I could. I don't think I could have believed that I was capable of doing that. And that's a humbling feeling. How fast you can progress uh, not how fast you can progress, because it took a lot of work. It took a lot of days of not wanting to do it, of being like, oh, it seems so far away. Like 21K, and you can't even run 1 kilometer. Wow, yeah, no, like it's so humbling to kind of take a step back and realize all the work and all the mental work. It's not physical. Like the physicality part is honestly easiest. It's the easiest to measure. Um, like progress is so easy to measure physically, but mentally, you got to keep pushing. You got to keep pushing. And I knew I wasn't going to be satisfied with 5K or 10K or even 21K. Like I knew I wanted to be in the realm of ultra marathons. I wanted to do 100 miles, and I wanted to see if I had what it took, because I believed that I could. I believed that I could do it. I believed, honestly, when I did that 10K, I wanted to fucking keep pushing, because I honestly didn't think I could do it. I never was a good runner. I could run fast for small amounts of times. Like I played touch football and baseball and that sort of thing. But even 5K when I was in high school, just like no. And I did basic training and stuff, but I never enjoyed the running aspect of it. I just thought I was not a good runner. And growing up, people always said, "Oh, you look like a runner. You look like a runner," but and like that kind of made me feel guilty in a way, because like I've always been kind of thin. I've been skinny. I've been skinny. And I've had a really bad relationship with food, because nothing I could do, or you know what? I shouldn't say that. I just didn't apply myself enough. I allowed external circumstances to kind of dictate my relationship with myself. I felt like such shit. People would always tell me that I need to eat more, or eat a sandwich. You're so skinny. Like, oh, you look like a runner. Why can't you run? You know. So there's this external guilt that I allowed in. I allowed that darkness to feed my own darkness, and I that's what I was hiding from. So it was almost like honestly, it was probably like a eating disorder, where I felt bad for people that were overweight. Like I wished I loved food as much as they did. You know, it's so fucked. It's a fucked up relationship that I had with myself growing up. And like I could eat whatever I want and not gain a pound. Like it was not like I was bulimic or anything, but like I was just, metabolism was high, I guess. I don't know. But even now, yeah, like fuck, man, it's so crazy looking back and just analyzing the relationship I had, the self-talk that I had. It was so negative, and it was because it's because I was almost sheltering myself, I guess, in a way. So yeah, I was always a bit sensitive to external circumstance. So once I started to appreciate the internal dialogue and the internal kind of power. There was a power there that I didn't. It took me years to kind of come to terms with it, or to really respect the power that I had inside, to kind of change my own image of myself, and realize that other people's opinions of me is not my business at all. It's how I feel about myself. Right now, like it's not how I felt before or how I will feel in the future, but right now, like how do I feel? Like check in with myself and really just kind of give myself the power to change, the power of choice, the power of love. Like it's all self-love. It's exactly as cliche as it is. It's self-love, and that's where our power is. It's the power of it's the power of loving our place in the world and the here and now, and the time that we are alive. There's about 8 billion people alive in this world right now, and who knows how many people or humans and spirits have come before us, but like, this is all we have. As far as I know, this is all I'm going to have and be aware of in my existence. So like, why would I give my power away to something, to fear? Like, why? It just doesn't make sense. But I appreciate the lessons over the years. I appreciate the feelings that I've felt of inferiority and, just not being worthy, because that's what feeds my fire now. I said it before, I'll say it again. It feeds the dragon. The dragon is awake. But it took some fucking shit for that fucking dragon to work up its appetite, to even wake up to begin with, honestly. And it takes work. It takes fucking a lot of self-introspection. Well, that's probably an oxymoron, but a lot of introspection on, like, why am I making the choices? Why am I hiding? Why do I feel so shitty all the time? Why do I try to hide? And I didn't always believe I was hiding. I honestly believe weed was good for me, in that it kind of, I used to say it was like a TV that didn't have the cable plugged in. It was all staticky. But now I know it was my thought process that was allowing that to happen. Like, I could not control the choices that I was making because I could not think straight. I lacked I didn't lack the clarity because I knew something was fucked, but I lacked the experience of the lessons that the shitstorms fucking will teach you. So even if you're going through the darkest point of your life, like, it's a burden that you've been chosen to carry for a reason. Like, there's power in acknowledging that your burden is yours to carry and yours to carry alone. And it's almost becomes a choice of yours to turn pain into power, to turn that darkness into the light. The brightest of lights shine in the darkest of darks. I guess that's a pretty cool way of looking at it. But the darkness has to be there. The dark moments need to be able to form the environment that the light will take most power. No, the darkness will need to form the environment that the light can kind of emerge from, I guess. And then what a brilliantly fucking powerful light that would be. In the darkest of darks, it's like it starts as a flicker, and day after day, moment after moment, each choice will feed this flame, and then soon enough it'll be fucking inferno. That's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy that feeds itself. It'll feed itself, and the fucking dragon will be born. And then there's no fucking stopping it. There's literally nothing that can stop me right now except for me in my own mind. And like, fuck, no, that ain't gonna fucking happen, because I've seen before, it's just not worth regressing. It's not worth fucking choosing to go back at all. It's not worth that fucking feeling of guilt, of knowing there's a better way, but knowing also that I chose to just give my finger to the possibility of realizing my potential and just fucking hiding again and being the tame little rabbit in the cage, hoping that my next meal will be handed to me, or that that somebody will let me free. Like, no, man, you need to open up the cage and just fucking spread your wings and shine your light into the world. But it starts with a spark, and then you need to feed it. And how you do that is our decisions and staying in the moment, doing our best that we know how to do, and realizing that the darkness is what is going to make our light shine brightest. I think that's the most powerful fucking realization that I've had over decades of really just analyzing my thoughts and analyzing how I fit into the world. And you know, I've been depressed and anxious and judged and prosecuted, and you know, but fuck it, like I'm here now because of all of that, and I'm here talking to you and you're listening to me as a result of all of that, and I will fucking wow, what a powerful fucking, like it's been 20 minutes, I feel like I've been talking for 5 minutes, but no, that's power. That's where my power is. My power has been through the years of shit, and I'm not going to stop. So yeah, one more day of these quitting cannabis flavored type titled videos, but then we're going to switch into growth mode. We're going to switch this up into, the dragon's going to spread its wings a bit here. And it might take me a bit to find my path there, but all I know is this train is not stopping. This train will continue on, and that's it. That's about it. That's about it for day number 27. Oh yeah, I can't believe it. It's been a fucking wild ride, but stay in the moment, stay present, make the best choices that you know how to make, and let the dragon fucking feed on the darkness. That's all. That's how I'll leave this. But peace, love, and clarity as always. Peace.